So I'm going into surgery, and then I'm there, of course, without Jerry because he couldn't go in for a while, and um, they're supposed to like numb you, like supposed to put some local anesthesia from through the catheter that your epidural is, connected to, and as I was talking about the Pitocin, I told you that it didn't work for me like the normal dose because my body has a high tolerance, and that's what happened with the anesthesia too. So local anesthesia just wasn't enough. So again, I could feel everything. They were even like pinching my stomach and asking me like, I guess they didn't believe me. They were like, okay, so what am I doing? And I told them, like, you're pinching my stomach. I feel it. I feel everything. And the normal, like, it's normal in a C-section for you to feel like tugging and things like that, but I felt like sharp pains. I felt everything. And they were, even the anesthesiologist was like, you're not supposed to be feeling that, like, why are you feeling it? Like, is it not enough for you? Are you not numb? And honestly, I was just kind of numb from like my pelvic area down, and but everything else, like my stomach and really kind of where they made the incision, like I could feel everything, and I was just in pain, like in a lot of pain, and even like the parts that were kind of numb, it was like very slightly numb. It wasn't like to where I couldn't feel anything. So I felt everything, and it was terrible. I was screaming and I was crying and I was begging them to stop, like just to hurry up, and I couldn't take it. I felt so much pain. I felt so much that I really wasn't supposed to even be feeling, and they were just trying to shoot me up with everything, and nothing was working. And so the baby comes out, and Jerry's sitting behind me, like by my face. They don't have my wrist restrained because I asked them not to, because I'm claustrophobic, and I probably would have felt like I probably would have had a panic attack. And so they they took the baby out, and I could hear the baby crying, and they actually like cleaned everything off before they gave it to me, which I probably wouldn't have wanted. And I didn't want them to clean everything off. I wanted them to do like a skin to skin thing the way they do it sometimes, and they didn't. They just kind of cleaned him off and things like that, and got him all ready. And it was a while before I could see him. Jerry was over there. He was already looking at him right when he came out, like when he was still kind of halfway inside me. And they pulled him out, and Jerry saw it, and Jerry was taking pictures and everything. And then I was like, I saw the baby, and like my heart rate kind of went down, like everything was kind of calm. I felt better, but I could still feel everything, but I just kind of felt more soothed now. And then they took the baby, and Jerry went with them, and so yeah, I was left in there by myself, still screaming, still like throwing a fit, and I was like, it was so painful. I didn't want to do it anymore. I wanted them to hurry up, and they were saying how, you can't rush these kind of things, and they were saying, like, the anesthesiologist kind of weird. Like, he took off my hairnet, and he was petting me, like, it's okay, dear, it's okay. And I was like, is this a movie? Like, it felt like a movie, like it was weird. And he was like petting me, like, shh, and I was like, this is really weird. So then he asked the doctors if he should give me morphine, and like without my consent or anything, they just shot me up with morphine. And he said, okay, you're probably gonna feel a little bit sleepy after this. And I was like, okay. So, they shot me up, and he was still petting me, and it was even more weird because everything was kind of like going black, and I was like, oh my god, I thought I was gonna pass out. And like I went from like screaming to like and I was just out of it. And so I just didn't really know what was going on with me after that. I was Once they finished everything up, I was so tired, but I was in so much pain that I couldn't go to sleep. And they push on your stomach after you have like a fresh incision, like everything freshly stitched up. Right when you come out that room, they push on your stomach so all the blood and all the fluids can come out. And I screamed and I cried, and they were kind of getting frustrated with me. They're like, okay, like, calm down, it's not that bad. And it really was, because I could feel everything, and it sucked. Like, I was like, oh, like, what can I do about this? Like, I can't do anything. Like, they weren't gonna give me pain medications until like the next day. So they had already taken the catheter for the epidural out, and so they couldn't inject me with anything anymore. I still have my IV just to hydrate me. And I was in bed, and the baby was sleeping through the whole night. And I do breastfeed, and he latched on pretty well. And everything was fine. He was healthy. He's 10 pounds 11 ounces and 22.5 inches. So yeah, he was a big boy. And yeah, he's healthy. It wasn't the greatest experience at all. It was really terrible. I pray to God that I get to do like VBACs after this, and I don't have to have another C-section, because that was really the worst thing I ever had to endure in my life. And it's so frustrating. I just wish I could somehow change whatever happened, wherever I went wrong. But I'm just so glad that, he's okay. Everything's okay with him. He's a little happy baby, and, he's healthy. He's right here. He's naked because he gets sweaty. So I don't keep him out of his clothes too often, but today, since it's kind of a hot day, I just let him. And he's really hurting me with his toes. He's trying to climb my body, and it hurts because his toenails are long. So yeah, that's my birth story. I hope you guys enjoyed it, even though it was pretty dramatic. So yeah, thanks.